Hi there, welcome back to Simon Says. My name's Simon, and today we're going to talk to you about a really cool millimeter wave sensor for presence detection that only costs $5. So I must say thank you to Kirill for introducing me to this sensor. He did a great video on it. Feel free to go and check his video out. And I had to check this out for myself and do a video on this device because it looked really cool. And Home Assistant introduced this integration in 2023.2. So it's a recent integration. So this is a millimeter wave radio sensor, which is working on BLE. And I was fascinated to see. So it's a Bluetooth, low energy Bluetooth integration, and it is allowing for motion detection, occupancy detection, and distance detection, which sounds really, really cool. So there's a number of these sensors around. I went to good old AliExpress, one of my favorite places for buying things. Look at the price here, $1.64 New Zealand. That's about $1 in US money. Plus, okay, shipping costs has gone up a little bit. It was at $5. So it came to me at around $7, but still just amazing when you compare this to the commercial ones that are available in the casings with the whole professional look. But I just wanted to play around with a cheap sensor, and this to me was a great opportunity. So what I did, if we scroll down here, one of the key things that I did was I forgot to order the version with the little pins. So make sure you get the pins, it'll make it a lot easier. And there is also a board available which will make it a lot easier to set this device up. You won't have to do the soldering, you just need your USB-C connection. So yeah, if you're not wanting to solder, that's a definite way to go. Now some of the stats on this device, if we have a look here, longest sensing distance is up to 5 meters, detection angle 60 degrees, and it's a tiny little device, 7 mils by 35 mils. So yeah, let's have a look at the device, how we can connect it up, and how it operates. So the first thing that amazed me with this device when I took it out of the package was just how tiny it is. It's about 7 millimeters by about 35 millimeters. So really compact little device, and one of the awesome things I believe is that you can actually put it inside of a plastic case and it will still operate through the wall of the case, which is really awesome for using just cheap cases that you can buy from AliExpress, for example. And the one issue that I did, I forgot to order the one with the pins already soldered on, the header pins. So I had to bring out my soldering iron and tin the wires and solder them directly to the pads, which I thought was going to be really hard. Turned out to be not that hard, and I didn't cause any damage to the board or any shorting out. I did use my multimeter to test it before I connected it up to make sure that I had not shorted out the wires with the solder connection. Right, so let's go back to Home Assistant and see whether it has picked up our device. Okay, so here we go. Great news. Notification. We've got something there. New device discovered. Check it out. There we go. LD2410B. Great stuff. So let's go configure. There we go. We'll submit it. It's showing the Bluetooth device. I love the Bluetooth. It seems to work really well with this Bluetooth proxy of mine. Picks things up super quickly and it just links them up without any hassle at all. So honestly, I am really amazed at what Home Assistant is doing with Bluetooth. In the past, a lot of people seem to have been wary of using Bluetooth integrations, but in my experience, the Bluetooth devices that I've bought, and I've got quite a few now, have all been very, very good. So there we go. I'm going to select it to go in the bedroom, and there we go. There's my device. So now I'm going to click on that device, and as you can see, I've already got the device running there, and it's already detecting motion the moment I move in front of the device. Now there's some more entities here. Now this is a new feature introduced in one of the upgrades last year where it doesn't automatically use all of the sensors. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go along to all these additional sensors and I am going to connect them up. So I click on the little settings button, advanced settings, and I enable it. So I want to go to each one of these, moving target distance. So this one should be interesting. let's go here and let us select this one. Okay, so we'll enable that one. That one should be interesting. Energy, static target distance. Let's have a look what that one does. We will allow for that one. Let's go in there and enable that one. And let's add this to the dashboard. Okay, so add to the dashboard. And let us go to our dashboard and have a look. So now what I'm going to do is move away from the sensor and see how this distance detection works. So let me get in front of the sensor here. So I am now literally about 1 meter away, and as you can see, we've got a pretty good measurement. So as I start moving away, you'll see there's 1.5 meters. If we move away a little bit more, we're now at about 2 meters. Let's see how far this will go. 2.5 meters, 3 meters. So this is really amazing that the sensor is able to give us such an accurate distance measurement. Now the motion is interesting. If I stand still for a while, you'll see it starts clearing. Occupancy is still detected. So we need to watch this one and see what happens with the occupancy sensor on this device. So as I move closer, you'll see it's now getting me closer. Now I'm within 1 meter again. Very, very impressed to see the motion occupancy detection. So what I'm going to do now is just move totally out of the way of the sensor so we can see exactly what happens when I move away. So I'll access my Home Assistant here on my mobile phone so that I can see what is going on here. Let's just go in there and have a look. I want to see now how long it actually takes to declare. There, so it's cleared occupancy when I moved totally out of the way. So if I move back in here, and it should pick me up shortly. Here we go, it's picked me up, occupancy and motion detected. So in conclusion, this sensor offers a really cost-effective way to create a millimeter wave radar sensor that is actually going to allow you to really control presence detection in your rooms. It's allowing you to measure the distance that the person is away from the sensor, and it's very, very good in staying on when the person is really still. So I would say that if you're looking for a sensor and you're willing to build it into a case, you can get it with the little plug-in that will allow you to use the USB connection without having to solder. So I would honestly say this is a really good way for presence detection. That's all for now. Have a great week. Bye then.